Hello everybody, Crips again, and as always, you guessed it, it's me again. Thanks for joining. Alright, so now that we've learned how to create text in Adobe After Effects, obviously the next step would be to animate it. And in this tutorial I'll show you how to animate it manually. So let's first create some text. Let's go to grips, man, whatever, it doesn't really matter. And I'm just going to center that so we can all see it better. Alright, so now we have grips man. So what we need to do is we're going to go into our text layer here, and over here you'll see a triangle. If you click on it to expand it, you'll see another one called text. But right over here you'll see the word animate. If you click on the little circle with the triangle in it, you get a pop-up window and it gives you options of what it is you want to do with your text. So let's just scale it for now, okay? So that opens up more attributes or more settings. Now you'll see I have a stopwatch, and the stopwatch basically means I can animate this. Let's have a look what happens. If I use the mouse and just click on these letters or the numbers here, you can see that it scales the letters up and down. Okay, I can unlock it, so I can just make the letters taller or thinner or fatter. Okay, that's how we can do that. I'm going to leave it locked in. Now because I do have a stopwatch, if I highlight the stopwatch, move this current time indicator to the end or wherever I want to do it, and then press or change the scale, I now have created an animation. So let's play that. So there you go. It is that simple. A lot of people are very overwhelmed with After Effects, but honestly, it is quite simple to use. And there you go. But there are more options, obviously. What else can we do? Okay, you'll see here it's the range selector. So that means the range in which I want the letters to scale up or down. So if I expand that, I have more options, start, end, and offset. I can also just use the vertical line here. Right on the edge, you'll see a little triangle. If I click and drag this, I can then just make it so that I only want these letters to scale up and down and not these letters. And that's what the range selector essentially does. So what do you mean? Well, glad you asked. Let's bring this in this way to the letter G. And I want to scale the letter G up. And then I want the letter G, as it moves along, the other letters, and then the G goes back to the original size by doing the offset. So like so. Okay, so I'm essentially scaling the letters along the path. Again, because I have a stopwatch, I can then turn it on, bring it to the end, increase that, move the range along to the end. Okay, and then if I press play, it will scale the letters up and move the letters along. So not the whole word gets scaled up, just the individual letters. And that's what the range selector does. Very simple. Okay. Now, obviously, if I want to do a little bit more, obviously I can add more effects to it by using the word add. If I click on add, I can do properties, and again, the same windows will pop up, and maybe I want to use the opacity. So now I'm adding a new attribute to it where I can change the opacity of the letter. So let's say, for instance, I don't want the letter to be so predominant, like bring the opacity down, use my stopwatch right to the end, and bring that opacity right back up. Okay. And there you go. I'm creating animation to my text by using the stopwatch and the attributes that come within Adobe After Effects. And that, my friend, is how easy it is to manually change or animate your text. And there is a plethora of ways to do it, but this is the easiest way to begin. There you go, my friends, how easy it is. And as always, you guessed it, thanks for watching.